What's happening, guys? It's the Club of the Band 1993 coming at you for another live review of WWE NXT. We're going to take a look back at what happened at NXT on the last night's episode of August 9th, 2017, of course, at Full Sail University. And overall, I got to say, this was a pretty strong show. NXT's been going pretty strongly, but this is probably one of the stronger shows I've probably seen out of NXT in quite a while. And it's weird to say because looking at this on paper, I didn't think it's gonna be a good episode. It wasn't gonna be like that strong an episode, but it was a pretty darn good episode of NXT, I thought, for the most part. So let's get right into it as we start off with Sandy in the ring. Well, Nikki Cross, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane in the ring, just waiting for AOP. They want to call them out again, get their redemption of their original plan a week or two ago being backfired. So AOP comes out, and you think they're just going to come down there and just destroy Sanity and take their time and get in the ring. But all of a sudden, the returning Eric Young attacked. I can't remember which one it was, from behind, and he whichever AOP member it was, I think it was Razor. I think actually, he tied him up to the rail, and they went in there and attacked Aiken and beat him down pretty badly with this senton, whatever you want to call it, from Killian Dane just smashing on top of him. And then Razor was trying to get back into the ring with the ring post, the rail, whatever, still attached to him. So he's trying to get back into the ring to save his partner, and they just do the same thing to him. And a nice little beatdown, I thought. They were to start off by Sanity. It gets me a little more excited and interested to see what's going to happen with their match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Is AOP going to keep the titles? I'm still expecting AOP keeping the titles, but I think Sanity is making it clear that they are not a joke, and this is not just a feud that's going to pass by. I really think AOP will probably drop the tag titles at NXT TakeOver Houston to Heavy Machinery. That's my prediction, but I'm not going to rule out saying that they're not going to drop the titles to Sandy. I think it is possible, but a nice little beatdown to start off. They just pretty much took over NXT for a little bit. Didn't want to start the show until AOP came out. So a nice little beatdown by Sandy, and Eric Young is back. They basically wonder who's going to be the two members fighting Sandy. Will it be Eric Young and Alexander Wolf? Will be Eric Young, Killian Dane, or will it be Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But again, nice beatdown to start off the show. We then have a random promo backstage with the iconic duo of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce about to do a makeup tutorial. And then you see Ruby Riott in the background. I start making fun of Ruby's makeup and her tattoos, saying, what, I'm not in any mood anymore. I don't want to do this. Just, girls being girls, causing out the drama. So whatever. So we're going to get a match sometime soon between Ruby Riott and somebody iconic duo. That's cool with me, whatever. And then we had the debuting Street Profits, and I got to look it up. I know one of them is Angelo Dawkins, and I can't remember what the other guy's name was. Hold on, let me look it up here real quick. I apologize about this. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. That's who it is. They made their NXT debut against Chris and JC Metro. I thought this would be a pretty quick squash match, but I thought it was a pretty fun match for the most part, and it actually got me really invested in the Street Profits. They very agile wrestlers went in there and just showed off what they can do. It wasn't like they just took there and like very quickly they did a couple of things. I like their finisher from the Spy Buster to the Frog Splash, and I look forward to seeing how the Street Profits succeed here in NXT. And then we have this really nice face-to-face interaction. It was supposed to be just Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre. Bobby Roode comes out with a herd of security members to say pretty much because he's saying how, I don't want to be I need to be protected by Roderick Strong, because Roderick Strong is after Bobby Roode because he wants to get his revenge on him. He says, and not really about the title, but more so because he just wants to, get his revenge on him for disrespect he's caused his family, himself, his fiance, continuing to build Roderick Strong up as a solid babyface. But we'll get there. We'll get there in a second. But he kept saying, this is my NXT, declaring that, saying, Drew McIntyre needs a comeback story. He doesn't, and then McIntyre came out, and then he fired back at him, but then Roderick Strong came out and just pretty much said what I said before. He doesn't. Regal kept saying, he doesn't want to, changing that up for takeover. He kept saying, you keep out of this, Roderick. I told you. And Roderick's like, I don't care. He says, I respect your understanding your rules, but I need to, I want to get my hands on Bobby Roode, this and that. And then Bobby Roode decides to say, oh, well, if you want to get to me, you're going to have to beat him first, pointing to Drew McIntyre. And the stipulation is, and Regal, after a while, decide to do the match. Even the NXT universe wants and says that's what he's all for. And so next week we're gonna have a match between Roderick Strong and Drew McIntyre. And if Roderick Strong wins, he gets a title opportunity because Bobby Roode said he'll even put his title on the line against Roderick Strong. He said he'll get the title opportunity sometime after NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. I really thought this was going to turn into a triple threat match, but this is spices up. I mean, Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre, all right, but I feel like there's more people I'm a little more interested in seeing, Roderick Strong being in the picture. But, I'm fine with Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre, but we'll see what happens next week. But either way, if Drew McIntyre wins or loses, he still has his title shot at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. But another very good face-to-face confrontation. We then have ONeill and Danny Birch facing off in a rematch. These two faced off a couple weeks ago. They had a good match. Shook hands afterwards, said, I want to go one more time again. That's fine. And this is a really good, hard-hitting physical match. I think these series of matches has allowed us to continue to get to know both Danny Birch and ONeill a little bit more and how physical they both can be. I know one of the announcers, I can't remember who it was, made a reference of ONeill to Cesaro. I mean, I don't know if you want to compare him to Cesaro, but I do see, I like, the physicality in this match as well. Another solid match. Danny Birch gets the small package victory. After the match, Birch went to shake Lorcan's hand. First, Lorcan, out of frustration, just slapped his hand away, and it looked like, he was just going to ignore the disrespect, and then let this cooling off. Shook Danny Birch's hand. Looked like they got mutual respect for each other, and then Birch let Lorcan go after the ropes. So I think we might see one more match between these two for the rubber match since the series is tied up. And we'll see what happens. Could these two become a tag team? Could one turn on the other? Could just be them continuing to, bring the best out of each other? We'll have to wait and see. But another solid match by Danny Birch and ONeill. Also, I forgot to mention before, it was announced that next week there's going to be the contract signing between Asuka and Ember Moon for NXT TakeOver, for a women's championship match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. And then we had, before ONeill and Danny Birch, we had a backstage interview with Johnny Gargano, talking about, he was nervous with his return last week, his first in-ring action since Tommaso Ciampa turned on him at NXT TakeOver Chicago. But he was saying how, last year, he had a special moment at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. And he came up short. Last year, him and Ciampa didn't win the tag titles until Toronto. But he said, the energy of that crowd, he says, I want to keep experiencing it. Because ever since NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, he had never missed a pay-per-view. And wants it to be the case as well for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So he's like, I want to fight. I want an opponent. So then we had a match. It was Andrade Cien Almas versus No Way Jose with Zelina Vega in Almas's corner. All right match, kind of the lowest point of the night, but I still thought it was, a decent match. Felt a little bit rushed. Felt like they could have, for a main event, it didn't feel like it was all right. I felt like, something else maybe could have main evented this show, but it was still an all right match. Again, it didn't feel like it was that long. Almas got the victory with a hammerlock DDT. Following the match, as they were walking up the ramp, Vega took the microphone and said, "Did you see that? He wants the spotlight. He wants a shot at NXT or Brooklyn 3. So they said, if Johnny Gargano wants a match, then you've got an opponent right here." So it looks like we are getting Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas at NXT or Brooklyn 3. Looks like it's going to round out the card. We also, tonight was announced it was officially going to be Hideo Itami and Aleister Black as well. I feel like that match can really steal the show. Love Aleister Black. Hideo Itami's coming off his fresh new character and attitude as he's recently solidified his heel turn. I think this is going to be a really good match. That's going to be a really good match as well. What else do we have? We have the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We have the NXT Women's Championship match, and we got the NXT Championship match. So overall, let me think here. How many matches do we got? We got Almas and Gargano. We got Tommy and Black. NXT Tag Team. Yeah, it should be 5 matches. Let me double check. I believe it's 5 matches. I'm forgetting one. I'm sorry. Let's see here. We got NXT Championship, NXT Women's Championship, NXT Tag Titles, and 5 matches. So I was right. We only have 5 matches in this card. Again, I don't know if they would still change their minds on next week and still insert Roderick Strong into the title match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, but maybe not. I mean, I don't read spoilers, but we'll see what happens. I personally think adding Roderick Strong to the match might just spice up a little, because again, I'm okay with Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre, but really feel like this match can be a little more interesting, because I feel like the story is still brewing and focusing more on Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode. But that is it, guys. That is it for my NXT live review for the August 9th edition of NXT. If I had to give this show a grade, I'm going to give it a really strong B+. A really great show tonight from the developmental brand at all. What were your thoughts on NXT, and what are your thoughts leading into NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3? Please click that like and subscribe button for more content to this channel. As always, please check out my other videos as well. My other live reviews I've done this week, and your odds and ends I do as well. Next week I'll be back here again to do my live Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and top 10 topics as well. So please stay tuned to my channel for that as well to come. Top 10 topics, though, will not be live streamed unless if for some reason I need to do it, because that's what I had to do last month. I was so busy, but not as busy this month with my job and such, so I can still probably do that one just recorded with the graphics how I was doing it before. And yes, so that is it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to also follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. I always forget to promote that. Link to my Twitter is down in the comment section as well. So that is it, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you all later.